Well, I hope this works. I don't have it monitored right now. I probably should, but can I could. I don't know. Let's just trust it. Let's just hope the tests all work. I did like 10 of them. It has been 8 months now, 8 months sober. I realize the sign says 8 months sober, sober. AI, what can you do? It was free. I think the thumb's okay. You can have four fingers on a cartoon. We've always allowed that. So this will be pretty quick. I haven't done a video in 2 months. I worked so hard to get all the subscribers and now I don't even do anything. Paralysis through analysis or writer's block or just you're your own worst. You know, you don't want to do something unless it's good, I hope. But a part of it is I think you don't want to, it's just the editing. So that's kind of why I do the live stream. I figure live stream, no editing. So yeah, I'm not going to edit. No editing. I put all the stuff up, but no editing. And I think the green screen's they're looking okay. Is that my shoulder? I was just thinking there's such an angle here that it's chopped, but I guess my shoulder just has an angle. Or my arm. Okay, so everything's not about what my actually topic is, but 8 months sober, 4 to go, really leaning towards that's 12, yeah, math. I'm really leaning towards a year. I think, yeah, lifetime, I don't know, mainly because what I'll talk about on this episode is just, there really isn't a good reason to make it a lifetime commitment for me. Different for everybody, but after 8, even more than 6, I really kind of have been evaluating and like how things are going. So how do I feel? I feel pretty much the same. I mean, 6 months, 8 months, but I also feel the same as like when I have drinks sometimes. Not at the moment I'm drinking, that kind of changes everything. But I think the biggest issue people can face, or at least what I face, is managing expectations. Like, well, am I going to suddenly feel all these? There's a lot of stuff that's promised that you just don't get. I mean, but I think the main thing is when you don't have any booze at all, you get back to your normal self. So you kind of go from how far you were from normal to normal. And if you weren't that far from normal, then you're not going to really sense any big changes. Now, if you're drinking so much that you're constantly drunk and waking up, and forgetting things, getting into trouble, texting people you shouldn't text, yeah, all those things, your life can improve. And plus, physically, I mean, your health too, if it's like really, your body's spending so much time recovering and your liver is being damaged. So I think for me, I wasn't very far away from normal, so I can't expect to wake up really any better. I can't expect to jump out of bed in the morning and just think, wow, now that I'm not drinking at all, I feel awesome. I feel ready to go. You know what? That's not going to really happen unless you had that to begin with. Booze took you away from that, but for most people that are quitting, they've probably been drinking all their lives. It wasn't just something they started when they were like, 40 years old and at 41 thought, you know what? There's too many issues going on. I'm sure for some people, but not very many. So I think that for me, getting back to normal doesn't really mean a lot of extra energy. Sometimes I have it. Right now I have it, but we're also pretty far into the day, and I did not feel this way at like 9 in the morning. So yeah, you don't start off the day with extra energy. If you want that, then consistent sleep, and then a deeper sleep. I think mainly just getting enough sleep and getting a consistent pattern going is probably one of the biggest things to get more energy in the morning. And then maybe the right foods and stuff like that. Eating can make a big difference. So I don't think I'm ever going to be jumping out of bed in the morning, whether I drink or not. So that was I think it was overpromised. I think, you kind of learn the hard way about that. I'm not going to get any extra energy. So what have I really missed? I miss wine the most. I think I miss the taste of wine. I don't want to, so I talk about it right now. It's like I'm going to be thinking about it for a while, and the next 4 months are going to be harder. Not really. But, I was watching a show, actually the morning show, Apple TV, and they were just like wanted some wine, and they're having wine, sitting down, drinking a red wine in a nice glass, what I'm assuming is a very good wine. And I just thought, and they finished the wine and wanted another bottle. And I do miss I miss good wine. I go to friends' houses and they're always having great wine. Not as much now that they know I'm not drinking it. Like they don't usually drink in front of me for the most part. I mean, just like sometimes, you know, when you have a guest over, your guest is a reason to break out good wine or to share good wine. So yeah, I do miss the wine. Beer hasn't been much of a problem really. I mean, definitely, if anything, the taste of an IPA sometimes sounds really good, especially, no, that's not X, especially, we don't, anyway, in the summertime, I think I've been drinking now. In the summertime, an IPA, that sounds really good. And once in a while, when it's hot, even like, you know, like a Michelob Ultra, whatever. I watched Landman, and they're drinking those. I thought, that does sound good. A tall beer sometimes sounds really good. Spirits, well, I mean, I could take or leave spirits. Yeah, because most of the time I wasn't drinking like 18-year-old whiskey, whatever, McClellan, whatever. So, you know, I have the good memories of doing that. I don't really have that many bad memories of alcohol, I mean, for the most part. But I'd say one of the things that kind of inspired me was about a year and a half ago. I kind of went too far. I probably had 10 drinks for the day. And I just thought, yeah, I'm just like, I felt terrible the next morning. It was kind of a hangover, not the kind where I'm just puking my guts out, but it was a hangover because I also had to get up at 4 o'clock to get to the airport. That was extremely tough, and I went to bed at 1, so I would have been tired either way, but tired and lightly hungover, that was bad too. So I kind of missed that, and yeah, drinking too often was the reason I kind of decided to, you know, take a time out for an entire year. But if you can go a year, then you kind of prove to yourself that you do have some control over it, and that you can live a life without it. So, I mean, I could go the rest of my life without it if I wanted. I don't want to because like I said, the benefits, I'm not sure for me, like outweigh the cons. I'd rather just like be really in control of it, only drink on special occasions. Mainly just not drinking at home is a big thing too. Don't have alcohol at home, and you can't, same thing with candy for me. If you don't have it, you're not going to be tempted. So that would be a big thing, but I often like a little bit of wine before bed. I don't know. Stuff to think about in the next 4 months, because then I kind of I've pretty much already made my decision. I think March 14th, I'll be on vacation somewhere in Florida, and we're probably going to go out to if you're happy thinking about it, like, oh, if excited thinking about it, then that kind of tells you what you want to do. The times I just don't miss it, you know, I walk by, especially shopping, I walk by a lot of bars and I just think, I don't need to be in there. I don't need to be paying like all this money for it. When I go to even the shopping market, I go past all the liquor and it's like, man, I'm saving so much money. Everything's so overpriced, especially in Washington where it's like a 30 to 40% tax just on liquor and plus your other taxes. So it's a lot of wasted money. And then when you get into, a bar or go out to dinner, and the markup on that is extreme. So I've saved a lot, but there have also been occasions where I was at a ball game in a box suite, $15 at least.